Hello, so I got a request on Reddit to recreate this look. So I'm going to go ahead and try that out today. I'll see how close we can get. So we're going to start out with a Makeup Revolution palette, and this is the Forever Flawless line, and it is an ice. I love Makeup Revolution palettes. I definitely recommend them. And we're going to start off with Crystal, and it's kind of like a blue-green color, kind of light, and it is satin, I would say. I don't know if I would quite call it matte, but it has just the teensy bit of shine. So definitely not a shimmer shadow for sure. So I'm going to use this as my blending color, and I'm using an angled fluffy brush for this. And like I mentioned in my first video, I am in the market for brushes because this is actually my only blending brush right now, unfortunately. Yeah, some catastrophes happened with my brushes. And so I need to find another set, and then my videos will hopefully be better. Alright, so next we're going to take the Melt, and ignore my facial expressions. We're going to do this just a little under that first color, under Crystal, and we're going to blend those two together, and this is going to create some depth in your eye look. It's super simple way to make it have kind of like a layered 3D look to it. All right, then we're going to do H2O, and this is a darker blue with maybe like a little hint of purple in it. It's very pretty. I love it. It's probably one of my top favorite shades in the whole palette. And I would like to always encourage you guys to use whatever makeup you have. You don't need to go out and buy anything expensive, buy high-end makeup or anything if you see me use it. There's dupes and things that are super close to it everywhere. I use lots of Elf and Wet n Wild, so I mean, those are definitely really good brands and they're really affordable. And the Makeup Revolution line is actually pretty affordable. They were $15 at Ulta, and then I seen them at Target about a week ago, but I don't remember how much they were. I think they were probably $15 there too. And $15 is not too terrible, especially for the size of the palettes and the quantity of eyeshadows and the quality of the makeup. I would definitely recommend them if you want to venture out into some kind of higher end brands. All right, we're going to take Icy. I almost said ice. Icy, and this is like a champagne white. It has just a little hint of gold to it. It's definitely a shimmer shadow, and we're just going to put it on with our finger, and we're going to push it over to that H2O color that we put on the outer edge. And then I usually will put a little bit more of that outer edge color of the H2O on to just blend those two together. And then we have the e.l.f. liquid liner in Jet Black. And to do like a wing line or anything, you can use anything you're comfortable with, and you don't even have to do it if you don't feel comfortable with trying, or you just feel like it doesn't work for your eye shape, whatever. But I mean, you can use gel liners, pencils, liquid liners. They have the felt tip pens. I mean, there's so many different ways and colors, and I just want this to be like a learning tool. I don't want you to ever feel like you have to do exactly what I do, I guess, if that makes sense. Because makeup is definitely an art, and everybody does their art a little bit differently. So whatever you think makes you beautiful, go for it. But you can definitely be beautiful without makeup. So, I mean, even if you're not into the makeup, you don't have to do it. Just taking my sweet time trying to make this perfect. And then I tried to do my other eye, and they don't look identical at all. Let's try again. That'll do. So I'm going to do my Revlon Color Stay, and this is the black roll-up liner. And this comes with a sharpener and a little smudge brush thing. We're going to pop that onto our waterline. And I always try not to pull down too much to put that on, because that can create wrinkles later on, and I don't need any of those. So now we're going to do our mascara, and I'm using the NARS Climax Extreme. This is just a sample size that I got from Sephora when I ordered my last one. I haven't gotten the full size, but I have considered it. It's very volumizing, and I love how dark it is. So you just want to kind of like wiggle it on your lash line, and that'll help give you a lot of volume. Kind of bring those lashes up. They're sleeping, just laying down. We're going to wake them up. And of course, get the bottom ones just a little bit. Time for foundation. I use the L'Oreal Infallible in 405. 405 is kind of like my spring, almost summer blend. In summer, I can make it work with some bronzer, but I usually will go with a little darker shade. I am outside a lot in the summer, so I get pretty dark. Well, dark for me anyway. All right, and the other day at the store at the Dollar Tree, I picked up an LA Colors eyebrow pencil, and I've never had an eyebrow pencil, so I just wanted to try it out. So we're gonna go ahead and try to fill that in. And honestly, yeah, I wasn't really a big fan. I don't think it really worked for me. So I did both brows, but then I went over them with eyeshadow. Now we're going to use my Wet n Wild contour, and this is Dolce de Leche. They have a couple other shades. This is the lightest one they have, and on camera for some reason it looks kind of dark and yellowy. I'm not sure what the settings are doing, but it doesn't show up too much on me in real life. I'm not that great at contouring, so I don't like to do it heavily, but we're gonna do that on the cheekbone, right underneath the cheekbone, I should say, and then up onto the forehead. And then, unfortunately, my blush name ripped off, so, but it's a Makeup Revolution blush, sorry. I don't know what shade it's in, but I got it from Burlington, I believe. So I just use an angled flat top brush and push that or blend that into the cheeks and just above the contour and into the contour just a little bit. Time to use highlighter. This is my Sleek Makeup, and it has 4 beautiful shades in it. The top left one is cream, so I haven't really used it much. I'm not usually a fan of cream things. And I just use my finger for this and kind of blend it down into the blush. I love highlighter. I could wear a ton of this if I wouldn't look crazy. Just put a little bit on your nose and then down the bridge of your nose. Kind of elongate it a little bit. Do it on the brow bone, just under those arches. Right on the Cupid's bow. And then pop it into the inner corner of your eyes. We're gonna highlight our face, girls. All right, this is my Remy Rose in Emily. You're going to see this all the time. It's my favorite lipstick. It's a liquid lipstick. It stays on like all day. So nothing special. I don't have very thick lips and I don't really know how to overdraw them. So just kind of coloring those in. Trying to create that more pointed look on the Cupid's bow. Make your lips look a little more perfect, I suppose. So there we go. I tried to get as close as possible. And ta-da! We are done. I really hope this helped you, and I'll see you in the next video.